Hello. Wow, we have a few people here already. Not Streamlabs. No, I don't know, man. I like Stream Elements. Everything's free that you could need. So I like to keep with it. What is happening? Build issues. Anywho, how is everyone? Justin, Aditya, Cybershark. Happy Monday. It is still Monday, right? Yeah, sad. Sad, but hopefully it's going well. I have actually 3 to get through today, so I'm gonna try and move fairly quickly through them, but this one is having issues trying to build. Huh? What? Okay, it's interesting. So you know you need the API key to make service calls to Open Weather Map API, but he's just like removed the key so it doesn't build. Right, it can't find the reference. Interesting. I have to make a plan for that. But otherwise I'll be ready to show the code soon. I was doing some preparing beforehand this time, which is impressive. Monday vibe. I'll also have to stay up late tonight again. We're doing some testing in the prod staging environment, you know, so we don't want to affect actual production in case something goes wrong. So we're testing from 10:30, or technically 11 PM to 4 AM. So that's going to be great. That's going to be super fun. Okay, I'll just chuck in my own API key, I think. I don't really care if that gets leaked, because I can just create a new one, but whatever. You guys aren't gonna abuse that, right? Okay, API key, let's try build that. Wait, why is there only one service call? It's supposed to be 2. Anyway. Thank you. Well, this is the 4th time we're doing it, so you kind of get used to it. It just sucks. That last hour or so is painful. Hoping for the moment that they say, okay, we're done. But it's fine, it's necessary. It helps us to pick up a lot of issues. Yeah, I saw. Oh, we get, okay, so they pass. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, I appreciate, Justin, if they put it in the README or something, you know? Like, hey, the API key, just add this line over here, but there was nothing, but it's fine. Sorry, man. I didn't ignore you, I was just slow. BTTV adds a new emote dialogue. I know, I saw that, man, it's super fancy. Oh, and it adds even my FFZ emotes from my Twitch channel. That's interesting. Had 4-hour call, boy. I mean, oh shit, wait, where did the app go? At least if you make your appointment, that's fine, I guess. But it's not nice, always rushing around everywhere. Huh? Connectivity issues. What's going on, man? I have internet. Is my API key invalid or something? Oh, there we go. I had to restart the app. Okay, cool. I think I'm pretty much ready to show off the code. Let's just have a quick glance. Add some things. But this looks pretty promising just from glancing through. Presentation mode. Oh, why'd you go to that screen? That's weird. Oh. Wow, there's actually a test for something. Okay. Emulator check. All right. Pepe Scoots. that Poggers is like one of my most favorite emotes. By the way, probably people confused about what we're going on about. There's a browser extension you can install to see different fancy emotes in the chat, if you're interested. But anyway, sorry, time to show what's going on. So it's the pretty much... Oh, there's a menu actually. No, it's just a bait. I can't click on it. Yeah, can't click on that menu. But it's pretty much the minimal implementation. So showing your current when I say current forecast, it doesn't make sense. Your current temperature in conditions, and then the forecast for the next 5 days. Although he's done it for the next week by the looks of it. Not listening to instructions. So it shouldn't really say Monday here, because today is Monday. It should be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But not a big deal. It looks pretty good. At least. Hey Yuba, what's up? What's up? We've got 3 to go through today, so hopefully there's not going to be too complicated. Yeah, so I mean, there's not really much else to look at here. There's no favorites or viewing a map or anything like that. Okay, let me just... What is going on my phone? Sorry. Okay, put that on silent. Alright, let's take a look at the code. So, first of all, let me just see what they said about this candidate. He has 3 years mobile experience and is looking for an intermediate role. So it sounds like a pretty much intermediate position. I don't know how other countries do your levels, but we pretty much have we have like graduate, junior, intermediate, and senior in terms of developer roles, and from there you go to a tech lead or something. So this is, yeah, for an intermediate developer, apparently. So, I mean, it looks pretty good, doesn't look overly engineered. We have the application class, which is using Hilt, which is cool, and then Timber for logging. If you don't know about Timber, it's a little library to help logging easier, because then you can just do timber.d, like for debug, and then it automatically figures out the tag from the current class that it's in, which is nice because you don't have these tag arguments or tag constants all over the place, so it cleans it up quite a lot. Let's assume that's a cloud. Kappa cool. Enjoying the weather app. Glad it's enjoying, and hopefully you guys can learn stuff. I even learn stuff from reviews that I do. 0 years experience, serious. But I mean, you've been doing coding stuff. What you streamed the other day, that looked like you put a lot of work into that. Timber, yeah, Timber, like as in logs, yeah. it's a cool name. But definitely check out this library. It's done by Jake Wharton, so you know it's going to be up to scratch. Anywho, so let's have a look at services. So open weather map. It's good at using Moshi actually, which is interesting. Mostly people use JSON. You're adding a Kotlin one, which is interesting. So they, it's interesting because they have Hilt in the project, but then they're not really using it for this stuff. I would have liked to see this service class provided by Dagger, and maybe they make it a singleton instead of storing it as a static field. Seems a bit strange since you already have Hilt in the project. Square has Logcat. Really? Those guys seem to do a lot of innovative stuff. A lot of libraries going on. Oh, so this is different. I've not seen this API yet. One call. Normally there's one called weather and then there's one called forecast. So it's kind of two separate ones that I've seen before, but I guess this one gets you everything for the next week or something. And you can exclude stuff. Interesting. Kotlin Reflect, is it? I've got no idea. I don't see Reflect in the dependencies. Maybe it's included implicitly. Yeah, it is on the class path, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. I've not used Moshi before, so any advice on whether this is good or bad would be appreciated, but it seems fine to me. I mean, here I would normally just create JSON converter factory. Meh. I don't know is the stream buffering for anyone, or is it only my preview window, because it seems to be freezing a bit. Hopefully it's alright. So the models will be pretty standard. Interesting. Okay, so you can just return that whole object itself, and then you have some fields. You give it a different name. Okay, it looks very similar to JSON. But, I mean, nothing too interesting going on in the models. So... Wait, what? Is this the only module? Oh boy. So I would have liked to see the service being provided in here as well. I mean, they added the repo, which is cool. But the service class as well, instead of just making it a static field. Oh, is it? Okay. This one. Kotlin JSON adapter factory. Oh yeah, reflects, okay. I see, so you can either use CodeGen or you can use reflection, and they each have their own trade-offs. Yeah, because if you want to include the Kotlin reflection library, it's obviously that's going to be a bit of a hit on your APK size. Wow. Okay. Anywho, wait, view model component. Seems unnecessary. I mean, so what this does essentially in Hilt, installing into view model component, means that essentially you can only inject a repo into a view model itself, into a Hilt view model. Which, I mean, if you want to be restrictive in that way, sure, I guess, but that's the only thing that it's doing here, because it's not scoped to view model like that. So in other words, each time it's still going to give you a new repo instance. It's not going to reuse the same one. But if I were to go to, say, activity and try and inject it here, weather repo, this won't build now. Yeah. Oh my word, I can't even errors anymore. What is? But essentially it says the weather repo cannot be provided without a provides method, whatever. Because it's installed into the view model component, so it means, you know, only view models can create it, can get access to it. Where were we? I mean, generally I would say you should just use singleton component. I don't know, I'm not an expert on Hilt at this stage. But it's fine, it works. It doesn't have any major drawbacks. So the repo itself is not really doing much. You see, here is where you should be injecting the service class. Like... shit. Hello? Are we back? Hello? Sorry, I don't know what's going on. I don't have any dropped frames, so internet provider, I guess. So I was just saying you should probably inject stuff like this. Even if you're not using Dagger or Hilt or anything, you know, just dependency injection itself is a good pattern. Because then this class becomes very easy to test. But yeah, obviously you're not going to have tests for this thing. Okay, but anyway, the repo is just delegating to the service, which I've seen a lot, surprisingly. Typically the repo, you abstract away the knowledge of where the data comes from. But I guess here they don't have room, do they? I don't remember seeing room, so in this case it's probably fine. No, there's no room. So here it's fine because you're not caching anything, you're always getting the data from the network. But if you were, say, storing it in room or some other cache, you would do all that logic in the repo. And then the view model doesn't need to know where the data is coming from. Just says, give me some data. But often I see, you know, a similar case like this, even if they are using room, where it just calls the service, and then the activity or the view model is now writing stuff to room, which is not how it should work. The repo is what is supposed to deal with the caching. If it's a database or just a simple in-memory cache or something like that. But I mean, here it's fine because again, there's no database. So it's just calling through to the service. And it's also a suspend as well, which is good. Let me just close all of those. So we looked at the repo. The UI I'll do last, I think. Custom dialog. Utils, excellent. View model. So here's a pretty standard view model. I think you have some live data fields. Nice, and they keeping the mutable type private. Like you can see here, they have a private field which is mutable, and then they have a public version of it which is just the live data itself, and then you just point it to that mutable version, and then people who are using this field, they can't, you know, set the value because it's a not a mutable one. I mean, of course you can get around it by just casting it to a mutable live data, but then you have other problems. This is just a good pattern to keep the mutability within the view model, so only the view model can change the weather or the status thing here. Of course, it has a slight drawback of being a bit more verbose, having more fields. So as soon as you get more and more fields, like 4 or 5 fields, you end up with a lot more than you would have if you just had one field for each. So I guess it's kind of maybe a preference thing as well. Okay, anywho. So then we get the weather data, and this is called... Okay, when the permission is granted, we get the location, we launch on the view model scope, which is good. We set it to loading. Get the data for the latitude, longitude. And then we set it to done. Otherwise, if we catch an error, we make it an error. Okay, this seems pretty cool. Very easy to follow. You know, it's all synchronous. I don't know what the word would be here, but all after each other. You don't have abstraction in all fancy places where you have to look in different files to see what is going on. So I really like this approach. I don't know about... I probably would have just kept this as latitude, longitude here. It would be good if it was a lot of parameters, like 4 or 5 parameters. Then you can make an object, but here latitude, longitude, and it's only used in one place. You just new it up and then pass it in. So I probably would have just had just 2 doubles that you take in there, but I mean it's not a big deal. Restarted internet. Sorry, man. Sorry. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Coordinates is just parameter. Yeah, it's just this data class at the bottom, which has the latitude, longitude values. I think that's the one you're referring to. Okay, view model looks pretty good. Using live data. Keeping up with the way of doing things these days. So, the main activity... Oh, we have a fragment as well. Okay, no problem. Oh, is this data binding or view binding? Oh, data binding even, nice. I'm pretty impressed by this project, actually. I haven't seen data binding being used that often. This scares me a little bit. Typically, I would prefer to not do stuff like this. Stop lagging. Prefer not to do stuff like this, you know, keep it simple, where I would just say view model dot... Okay, wait, where's a different one? Wait, what is this binding thing? But here I would say just view model dot current temperature, like so, and then the view model would do the logic for extracting that current temperature. Specifically in this case, where you're trying to get stuff from an array or from a list. And here the app will crash if this thing is empty. So you would want the view model to check and be safe about it, and then only set the result afterwards. So try to do as little as possible in these data binding layouts. because of course you can put, I think you can put if statements in here and go crazy, but I really don't think you should do that. The most you should do is like just bind to a view model property, or even on click as well is pretty nice. Because you can say, do we have any clickable stuff? Not really. But you could say on click, like so, view model, oh no, you need to do the lambda thing, view model dot on button clicked, like so. Obviously that doesn't exist, so it's red, but this is also quite nice because then you don't need to do it in the activity or fragment level. Just go straight to the view model. But that's about the most I would do. Definitely not having logic in the binding objects, because it's very tricky. Law of Demeter. Yes, I definitely know what that is, Justin, so I'm very smart. Okay, in the activities, so we're going to be doing location, permission stuff. Oh nice, they're using the new activity result APIs, which is cool because it simplifies a lot of permission stuff, but in general, starting activity for result. Progress dialog. I think... Whoa. What is going on? As far as I know, it's not recommended to use progress dialogues anymore. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, so it's, you see there, it's a... It's not very visible. Delay for 5 seconds. So watch now as the app starts up, it'll show a progress thing in the middle. Like this, right? While it doesn't look so bad, I think it's... sorry, my phone is going off again. Leave me alone. It's kind of an anti-pattern because you don't want to block the user from doing stuff. Here it's kind of different because there's nothing else to do while the weather is loading, but generally you want to just show a progress bar in line where the data is loading, where it's going to show up. But yeah, you should, I guess, try to avoid progress dialogues that block user interaction. But anyway, location things. You see this. So you, my gosh. Okay, so they're using the request permission activity result contract, which is good. But they don't know that it takes away all of this logic, all of this boilerplate stuff for you. So you don't need to do it anymore. Where is compose? I don't know. I wish it was here, but maybe people aren't really comfortable with it yet. Which, I mean, it makes sense, because if you're applying for a job, you know, they might have an existing app and they want you to know how to work with their existing code. Okay. Yeah, so this permission stuff, you literally just need to do, what did they call it? Location permission request dot launch. Which one did they request? Course location. Like that, I think. Yeah, you don't need to check granted stuff anymore if it's already been granted, because yeah, so you could remove all of that and you just launch the contract. And then if wait, they're not really doing it properly, I think. Because if it was already granted, this, yeah, you're supposed to do this. Sorry, debugging a bit. Fetch location. And that's just going to say missing permission, but whatever. So then on the callback of the contract, you would just say fetch location. Right? Because you get back a boolean, is it granted or not? If it's not granted, you show a dialog, be like, hey, well, you can't use the app because you need location. Otherwise, you just go and fetch the location like that. That's all you need to do. You don't need to check package manager shit anymore. Yeah, but you don't, unless, someone correct me if I'm wrong, please, but I don't think you need this, because I looked at the contract a while back. Yeah, you see. So this is what the request permission activity contract looks like. It's pre-built, existing, that anyone can use. So they have this concept of a synchronous result, which means that if this returns something, if it returns non-null, it means it's not going to launch the activity. It's just going to immediately give you back a result in this callback here. So you're not going to see like a flash of an activity and then it closes if you have already granted the permission. Because you can see here they check if it's granted, then they return, you know, a result saying true. So then it's not even going to launch, it's not even going to show the dialog to ask for permission. So you don't need to check all this in your code anymore. However, if it's not been granted already, they will return null, which means that it will come into here and it will do whatever, creating the intent for requesting permission, and then it will show the dialog. And then they'll extract all of the stuff for you. So literally, to request permissions these days, you just need to use the contract, and then we just launch it, and you give it the permission that you want. And in the callback, you get a boolean, granted or not. Like, it's so easy these days. I don't know if anyone's had issues with this, but I mean, it's worked really well for me. And likewise, if they have like permanently rejected it, or, you know, ticked don't ask me again about this permission, then it will immediately come inside here with false, and then they'll have to enable it in settings. But yeah, I mean, essentially you don't need this anymore, which is great, because this is really ugly to work with. Okay, so permissions, fetching location, and then making sure that happens once only. Public service announcement: when working with live data, you must only observe once, like in onCreate. Because if you observe multiple times, obviously, then you're registering multiple callbacks. And then, depending on what you're doing, it could cause weird behavior. If each callback, you know, if the callback gets hit multiple times. And then you just check if it's loading, show the dialog, otherwise dismiss. Ooh. Wait, there's no error? I'm sure I saw an error or something. Oh, are they checking that in the data binding? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Cool, so they are showing an error if something goes wrong. Otherwise, I think it looks pretty good. Just this util... Oh no, I need to check the fragment as well. The utils... So we have a whole bunch of binding adapters. This though... quite a few of them. If you haven't seen this before, when you're working with data binding, you can create your own like properties in XML. I want to see if he's, yeah, like here he's created one. More buffering. He's created a property called text weather. So if I search for that, find it in the XML, you can see here he's using an XML property text weather and pass and setting it to something. I don't know what this is, but setting it to a value. And then what that does is when the screen starts up, it will call this code inside here. And it will give you the view that the attribute belongs to. So here it's a text view, right? And then it will give you the value that was passed in the expression. So that would be this part. And then inside here you do whatever logic is necessary to update the view with whatever data you got there. So it's a really nice and convenient way to simplify data binding, especially if you're going to reuse this in a few different places. Then you don't need to put it in the view model repetitively or something like that. But it can be a bit confusing, like in this case, just binding to the Android text property. This is really dodge and could be confusing. And like here I would have called it temperature or like degrees text or something, because Android text is too generic. Now here it's okay-ish because it's binding to a double and not a string, but still, like, call it something a bit more specific since it is adding the degree sign afterwards. But I mean, otherwise these binding adapters are really nifty. And here's all the logic for checking what the background should be based on the weather conditions and stuff. Wow, and even by like doing recycle view adapter stuff even. That's interesting. This one is typically a bit more niche because usually you'll have different adapters, right? Different adapters for showing whatever data you need. So yeah, I mean, this one is maybe not as useful. Oh, and then they have a whole bunch of utils that are used by the binding adapters, I guess. Indeed. And this was the test that I saw, which was impressive. Of course, we have the example tests as well, not deleted from the repo. That always makes me happy. So let's just run it and see if it actually works. Hey, they even pass. Wow. And, I mean, stuff like this is really easy to test as well. Because you're just sending in a value and getting a value back, and you can just check. You don't need to mock anything out or any other complicated stuff. I mean, to be fair, like, a lot of the stuff is easy to test. The view model is easy. Pass in a mock repo. The binding adapter is also very similar. You can pass in the mock text view, and then you would verify that the text is set correctly. Sorry, that was my email. Yeah, maybe I must do a thing on testing at some point. The thing is, testing is not my most enjoyed area in development. I do not really enjoy testing, but it is necessary, and I do write tests for just about everything I do. Everything that's not on a view layer. Okay, the fragment. is actually used, but doesn't have much. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, I see. The fragment is the bottom part. The forecast. Okay. Cool. The fragment is the bottom half of the screen here. And the top part is done in an activity for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, cool. And here using the by activity view models initializer extension function. So essentially this is going to be sharing the view model instance with the activity. Because if you were to do something like this, just by view models, it's going to be getting its own instance of the view model. So it'll create two view models, one for the activity, one for the fragment. Then you're going to be doing two service calls at the same time. So that would be not too great. So by doing activity view models, it's going to... Oh, sorry. My throat is a bit dying. It's just going to share the activities view model instance, which is very nifty. But I think that's pretty much all for this one. I wanted to just see. When I started it up, I saw some weird behavior, so I want to check it again. Let me just put back in the permission stuffs. Oh, and this was not there. Okay. When I started up for the first time, it was like in an error state. Let us see that. Nope, I don't want to run the tests. No, stop. Oh. But I think in general this is really well done. Maybe I would have liked to see database caching or something. But not a big deal, it's not really a strict requirement. What? Hello? Can you run the app, please? Yeah, so obviously first time you run it, do you want to give permission, deny? Where's that dialogue telling me that it was denied? I could have sworn there was something. Yeah, this thing. Oh, he didn't call show. Oh, no, no, no. Well, to be fair, that has caught me a lot as well with toast messages and snack bars and things. When you forget to actually call show. Oh, shame. Alright, but otherwise it shows you an error, you know, stuff can't load. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's just see if I change location to UK. I don't know why people don't put the name of the city underneath, man. It just seems so logical. I mean, I guess in real life you typically know where you are, so it's not that necessary, but it would be nice for purposes of the assessment. Like, I don't know if it's correctly picked up and stuff. Shit. Exactly, man. Forgetting to call show. Are you pressing F for stream or for not calling show? I'm not sure. What is it? Is it working? It seems like it's always been 15. How do I get location.name city country? Ah, come on, bruh. Why is there so many red things? Okay, latitude is 51. It's still on London. Why? This is annoying. I've set it to be not London. Can you work? Is there a cache duration thing? That's annoying. I want to just see that the background changes correctly. No, man. Give it a cold boot. Don't know if it's emulator problems. I think it might be because they're just using the last location stuff, so it should be fine. Okay, nice, now it works. That's Durban, right? Yes. Oh, it's doing that again, man. Is there some caching? Because aren't you supposed to provide it with a request object? I remember I had to do that. Where you can configure... Oh wait, no, that might have been the current location, I think, actually. Hey, Magwaza, what's up, man? How are you? Hope you're well. It's been a long time. keen to share what you're up to these days, or maybe another time. Oh, this is frustrating. Okay, whatever. I don't have time to care. So I just need to make some notes quickly before moving on to the next one, so grab some coffee or something. But, I mean, I was pretty happy with this one, honestly. Let me just make sure, but I mean, it's not going to work in offline mode because there was no caching. Been crazy another time. Alright, cool, man. Anyway, I hope it's going well there. Yeah, okay, just says network error. So there's no offline mode really, but I mean that was expected. So this was of an intermediate developer. They had like 3 years experience, so I mean it's pretty good. Pretty good. I would have liked more tests though. But what can you do? Alright, I'm checking how much commented out code there is. Nothing actually, wow. Dependency injection could be better, but at least they tried. Data binding was also good. Version control. How many commits did they have? Oh nice, lots of commits. Yeah, can check maps again, but I need to move on to other ones. So sorry, it's a bit weird trying to just write a few thoughts here. It's quiet stream suddenly. Like to see some more unit tests for other files. cool. I think that's pretty much wrapping that one up. Did you save the thing? Cool. So what's the next one that I've got then? Next email. This one. Also, wait, they both had 3 years? Uh, 3 years and is looking for upper intermediate role. Okay, interesting. What? No, not copy. I want to just rename spreadsheet. Okay, cool. Just downloading. Oops. Bruh. Not letting me delete the old stuff. Oh my gosh, okay, whatever. Sorry, it's a bit of a... Wait, is this the one? Bit of a boring process to sit through. Seagulls, pelicans. It's something much worse. Much worse. I don't know. Let me see this thing. How do you spell it? Yes, this bastard. Sorry. These things are native to sub-Saharan Africa. They literally exist just to annoy me. Well, us, I guess. I always have to change my JDK versions around. Okay, just preparing the next one. Gonna check and see if it all builds and all of that, so hopefully not too long. But yes, this person has also 3 years, presumably of Android dev, doesn't really say. Whoa. Screenshot looks interesting. So this might be quite something. Java? Oh no. Okay, can I not? A sleep statement for the splash screen. Wait, what? What AGP are they using? Hello? They're using Alpha 7.1 Alpha 8 of Gradle plugin. Why? Do I even have Alpha version? No, man. What's the latest version of the Gradle plugin? The latest stable? 703. Hopefully that works. Nice copyright-free music. I don't know, man. They're just there at the wrong times to annoy people. They know when to do it to cause most possible annoyance. Alright, just gonna have to rename some stuff quickly. Cursed word. Sorry, I had to. I was in such shock. There's no Kotlin files at all. What am I looking for? Okay. This shouldn't be too much longer, actually. Okay, well, I've not seen a Java one in a long time, thankfully, but sadly we're gonna have to regress. Okay, well, let me just run it quickly and see. Weather icon manager. See if it works. I'm sure it will work. Enjoying the emotes. I like Pepper Meltdown as well. It's a funny one. Okay, I accepted location permission and I just see nothing. Is it frozen? Hello? Huh? Oh, it's crashing. Oh, that's what's happening. Unable to add window. Token null is not valid. Is your activity running? If your activity is running, you better go catch it, bruh. Okay, well it looks like it only crashes the first time you launch it, so that's fine. I'm sure. Right. Okay, yeah, it seems to work fine after that. Oh wait, that's what crashes it. The action bar buttons. Oops. Oh my gosh. Wait. Huh? Pressing back crashes the app. How is that even possible? What? Dude. Yo. Okay. Okay, well, I think we're cool. So it's the sea theme, which is interesting. But so I can't tell because I'm clicking here on this magnifying glass and on this location thing, but I don't know if it's just got no click listener or if the app is frozen. Because there's nothing else, and then when I press back, it like crashes and restarts. If I do it again, it tells you it keeps stopping. So we'll get to the root of this, don't worry. At least it works though, it shows forecasts and stuff. Yeah, the invalid hand. Yeah, so I'm keen to see if they are actually handling this at all. Anywho, so the splash screen is where I saw. Wow, they actually have a lint check for that. Starting in Android 12, the application's launch screen is provided by the system. It does not create its own. Otherwise, the user will see 2 splash screens. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, so we shouldn't be creating own splash screens, because I know you can customize it. There's the Android X library that they're working on to customize splash screens and provide them to like a backwards compatible API level. So you can just use that instead of doing this magic. You're not even doing anything in that time. It's just showing it because it can. Fonts. Family is serif everywhere. So I guess that answers your question. Yeah, there's nothing in the styles. I mean, I don't know, the way I understand it is that you show a splash screen while you're doing stuff. Maybe you're fetching data in the background quickly. but it seems a bit dodgy to just show it for a fixed amount of time every time you open the app. And this is what I was also confused about. On back press, it's like doing all of this weird stuff. It's formatted a bit, but they love Java, man. They didn't even use lambdas here. Just like an anonymous class, straight up. But what? So when you press back and there's nothing on the backstack, the fragment backstack. But it's a dialogue. Oh, he's trying to show this. Oh, okay. You don't even see this in the app when you press back. So close DVT. So they're trying to show a confirmed dialogue. Okay, I was confused about what are these click listeners. But something explodes. There you go, problem solved. Don't use application context, people. Well, don't use it for creating views. Oh, I wonder how, like... Surely you must have tested this. Showing the closed dialogue. And then maybe it was a last minute refactor, changing this to an application context. But don't use application context for showing views and things, because then stuff explodes. I mean, it seems to work fine, showing the same one. I get sad when I see dialogue stored in fields and stuff. But it seems to work fine. Like, they showed once, and another one. You know, a few times it works. Show today, frag. Anywho. Okay, sorry, I want to just take a step back and go to the service layer. Network listener. Network manager. Oh boy. And that's just not used, I guess. Yeah, this is Java for you. Having callbacks and things. What is going on? Cybershock, send help. Send help. Do you want to take over this for me, man? So I think that this is volley, right? Yeah, this request queue shit is volley. Yes. I don't know why people use this. It seems so complicated. Why do I need to manage a request queue and things? Retrofit is so good. But wait, there is also a retrofit thing. Which is called by the fragment, not by the network manager. Okay. What the fudge does network manager do then? Okay, so it's a singleton apparently. So it's a request queue. Okay. Oh, so it's storing your location coordinates. Sorry. It's in all caps. Get weather. I love reading all caps as someone shouting. It's so much fun. Why don't you use the... Like, come on, this person loves Java too much, man. Anonymous classes everywhere. Okay, so getting weather, you're building up the request, JSON request. So it's all async, right? Because they're passing in listeners. Whew. And then you have to do manual parsing as well. Ugh. And then you just increment it by 8. Just, yeah, because I guess there's 8 things being read. I don't know. Why do people... But he's using retrofit... Oh. I'm so confused. No, not that. This. He's using retrofit properly here. This is how you do it with Java. You enqueue it and then you give it a callback. Huh. Where is this? Why is it half and half? Static context. Exactly, man. And this is... Okay, that's another fragment for another time. I'm just trying to look at the network stuff. I'm so confused. Did he start off with retrofit and get confused? Because surely if you started off with volley and then you moved one service to retrofit, you see how easy it is, and then you move the other one as well. I just don't know, I can't understand why there's half and half. So this weather is the forecast. Get weather is getting the forecast for the 5 days. Failed to fetch. Mamma mia! I keep getting led back to that fragment, which I'm scared of. Okay, and then we have the DTOs. Wait, what? Oh, that's unused. Wait, how is this legal? Because this thing is not a public class. So how is that allowed? You have a public field, coord, but then coord is not public? I see buffering again. Maybe if you try to use that field, it would then have an error. Okay, there you go. But can you... Yeah, that's super weird to me in Java stuff. I don't know how Java visibility works. Probably switched midway. Yeah, why do you need to use volley if you have retrofit? Yeah, true. Yeah, it could be actually from another project even. But then it's just, you would probably want to do it the same. surely, for both calls. Whew. We have helpers inside of util. Excellent. Curate the activity. Yeah, we've done that already. Splash is done. Networking, so adapter, we can look at date time entry. This is just a fake data class used by... Oh, okay, this is what we... This is what we pass it into, like a domain? No. A DTO, I guess, right? Because manually parsing the response into this thing. They're not even using generics. Do you not see all these warnings when you're writing this? I'm very curious. Do people not see this? It literally says, do not place context classes in static fields. It boggles my mind. Maybe they turn off all lint warnings. Maybe they have a slow machine and they turn off all inspections and stuff and just write to their heart's content. Arun, hello. We're going through a Java app, a Java weather app, which is interesting. Some questionable stuff we've seen. Okay, the fragment I'm still terrified of. And the adapter, recycle view adapter. Now they know how to use generics, eh? My view holder. And public service announcement. You don't need to pass context into an adapter because on bind view holder you have access to the view. So therefore you have access to the context, like so. So you can get the item view, which is like the root view, from the view holder, and then you can get the context of that view. What is this? Oh, it's a static method that's referenced from a instance. Okay. But I mean, I guess this... Ah, nice. Suppress... You see, he does have inspections. He's suppressing lint warnings here. Oh shit, what is this? Oh! Wait, why is that there? Eventually the music runs out and then it switches to normal copyrighted stuff, which is Monka Giga. It's very scary. Can I not play Techno X? Hello? Is my internet dead? Testing. Oh, here we go. Now we got music. Sorry, I was concerned when I saw this. Like this method requires O. What's that? 26. So theoretically the app would crash on anything below that. And what's their min? 21. But then I don't think they're actually using any... What is this? An empty loop. They're not using any stuff that requires that annotation. I guess it was removed, so that's good. But I think you might be right, Cybershark. Switching off warnings in the IDE for performance or... Yeah. Okay, cool, thanks Arun. You can hear me. I just keep seeing buffering on my side, so I don't know. Okay, adapter is alright. Commented out stuff. So keep in mind this is someone with 3 years Android experience, I think. I want to just open his LinkedIn, but I don't want to leak it. Just to see what it says. Because I didn't get a CV, so... Oh. Dude. Oh. This hurts me, man. Okay, I don't want to talk too much trash. So... +3 years experience in Android and 2+ in iOS. On his LinkedIn... People take chances, man. In his LinkedIn profile he says senior software developer. And from the code I've seen, like, I'm sorry, but I would not... Where I work, I would not call that a senior. I don't know, sure. Okay. Call has extension for loading. Ah, but you see, this is Java, right? We don't do extensions here. But Kotlin is so good. Why do people not use it? If it's a senior developer, surely you want to learn Kotlin, since it's the direction everyone is going in. Kotlin is so good, man. Why does getToday return an array? Ooh, mamma mia. Does it? Oh, I think it returns the names of the next few days. Very confusing naming. So constants, I want to see. I think the API key is in there. Yeah, so that just has the API key and the URLs. So nothing too crazy there. Converter. Changing Kelvin to Celsius, but I think you can specify in the URL. You say units equal standard, metric. I don't know, metric probably. Ooh. So the icon manager, and you see like name, like. Okay, I don't want to get too worked up. Try to be positive and help people instead of raging. But you know, as a senior, you would want to know how to name stuff, probably. This I'll probably call conditions, because that's what it is. Like clear sands, huh? But clear, rainy, snow. You know, it's conditions. It's not weather icon. You're getting the icon, so you should pass in something else. But I think this kind of function is generally necessary, kind of, because you're mapping from text you get from the service to an icon. So the logic, I guess, it's fine itself. But yeah, just the naming, I suppose. Sorry, I've missed a few. Some small startups who build apps for small businesses. Fair enough, fair enough. They don't want to spend millions on an app, so get someone who can just do the job fairly fast for lowish cost. I mean, I can kind of respect that. Especially if it's a 1 or 2 person team, you don't need to do all this fancy over the top stuff. I don't know. Calling yourself a senior, it just seems a bit dodgy when I'm looking at this code. The one is working fine. All they want is functionality to be working. Yeah. No, I get that. If it was a nice Java. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, I think you can write apps a lot quicker with Kotlin, and a lot more stable apps with Kotlin. So, I mean, you can still use Kotlin and do a fairly fast job. What is that music suddenly? I don't know. But no hate on using Java, of course. If people are comfortable with Java, but you really should at least have a look at Kotlin and see what it offers up. Okay, I can't, sorry. Music is hurting my brain. Okay, the last thing I need to look at is the fragment, which I'm scared of. I think I've gone through everything else, so here we go. And you see, dude, you can't be a senior and you don't write a view model. I'm sorry. I guess they've just had experience. What they said, 3 years, right? 3 years experience on Android and 2 years on iOS. I guess they've only been working on small teams, maybe by themselves or with one other person, and as Arun mentioned, you don't really need to worry about having fancy coding standards if you're just trying to do a quick prototype or quick app. But still, like, it's not hard to write a view model. It's not that much more work. And if something is unused, just delete it. I guess if you have warnings disabled, you wouldn't see it. And still using the old permissions stuff. What? Wait, I need to see this. Let me just uninstall. Oh wait, that was my testing code. If I deny... Oh, okay, never mind. I thought something else would happen. You have to give this permission. Okay, no, I thought that maybe if you deny it, it's just gonna relaunch the app here. But why doesn't it? If the results is not empty and it's granted, otherwise launch the splash screen. I don't know what I'm missing. I'm not sure. Anyway, bit of a tangent there. Let's just go through the rest of the fragment. Sorry, missed. Maybe it's just perspective. The zone for quick iterations. Yeah, I suppose. I guess it just comes down to the fact that you can call yourself whatever you want. You can put it whatever you want on LinkedIn, you know, and people can be like, oh, wow, you're a senior? Meanwhile, you have 6 months of experience. Why am I not getting... Did I break something? I'm sure there was... Weren't there backgrounds or pictures earlier? There were, right? Shit, what did I change to break it? So you said protected visibility. Yeah, I don't know why protected. I mean, it's only used within the fragment. No subclasses. Okay, shared preference. Hey? Shared preferences for what? Interesting. What? Oh, is it unused? Yeah, they're unused. Again, we have another dialogue for loading. Please don't do that. It's a bad UX, apparently. To block the user while you're loading stuff. And view binding could make this a lot easier. Okay, some of this music is too dubstep for me. But the image was there, right? I'm sure it was. It was a C theme. Yeah, it was. I don't know what happened to it. What did I change? Oh boy, I might need to just re-download the code or something. CEO of my life. True. True, that is one thing you can claim. Yeah, the junior position. Exactly. You need to have 20 years of experience to do this job. The switch case. Nope, not that one. Stop. No, I didn't change this. Where do you get used from? Adapter. Oh, I changed the context. What? How would that affect anything? What context are you passing in here? The activity. Well, that's awkward. Here I'm saying you don't need to pass the context to a recycler view. No, not that. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Yeah, and first time you grant permission, it doesn't do anything. Ah! I had to reinstall? Okay. Missed the splash screen start activity on resume. No, man. No. This... Yo. Okay. Sorry, I need to go through this fragment now, from top to bottom, basically. Okay, permission stuff, whatever. I don't know why you're launching the the splash screen in that case. Sorry. But anyway, use the activity result contracts to get rid of all permission boilerplate. You don't need that. Network manager. Yes. Create view. Yes. We saw all of that. Setting up the fields. Empty if statement. Okay, jeepers, what is this statement? So this is called onView created. If it was not granted, do location showing rationale. Otherwise, request permissions. Else, if it is actually granted, yeah, that's right, then get the last location. And then storing latitude, longitude in fields instead of just passing it to the next function, because they only get used in this next function, I think. Yes. So why not just add parameters? Okay, and then here we do a service call in the fragment. If the response code is 200, then we do cool stuff. If it failed, we just do nothing. No, I guess it would come in here. But I need to check for 200 here. That's interesting. Assertion? When last did you see an assertion? Not in a test. Exactly. Monica, stop. Dude, my emotes from Twitch are actually pretty fitting. That's amazing. Okay, sure. Man. Yeah, there's the latitude and longitude are parameters. And now it's going to the network manager instead of retrofit. Well, I'm afraid it's not too good from me on this. Maybe if this was a junior or something. But senior, man? Well, senior according to LinkedIn and intermediate according to my email. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on this. No tests. Why do we have rock suddenly? My guitar is on Prozac now, is the name of the song. They have JSON and choose. They have JSON, really? Oh, well, I just leaked his key, whatever, I don't care anymore. Where did you see JSON? Oh, right, on the models. Nah, man. I mean, doing Java is fine. Like I say again, if you haven't learned Kotlin yet, doing Java is fine. But this is a different story of... And there's not even a view model. Or a repo layer. Just the fragment is doing the service call. That's what I expect to see from a junior, man. Juniors who are just, learning Android stuff, don't know architecture, then it's fine-ish. And oh, these buttons, I need to find them. Menu. Yeah, they unused. r.id.save. Nope. Home menu. What? What am I missing? Where is this menu reference from? Huh? Oh, is it like a manual toolbar implementation or something? Yeah, okay, I was debated by that menu file, man. What the heck? Oh no, I was so baited hard by that thing. I guess I should have seen there's no save to favorites text anyway. Wait, where did it go? So it's what? It's a manual like toolbar layout and a relative layout. And they just image views. I was wondering why is there no ripple effect at least? Because normally they have that, even if the click is not handled. So I thought my app was freezing when I was clicking on them. Okay, bruh. Okay. Didn't retrofit use the whole URL? Yeah, that as well is not that great. Here you would probably just put the weather part, right? And you probably don't need the question mark because I think it will do that automatically. But you would just have the path, well, I don't know what you would call it, the service path itself, and then the base URL you would configure. Oh. Okay, so they still have set the base URL, but it's just being overridden with the same value, so I don't know. Meltdown. Okay, sure. Yeah, true. It'll crash if you don't specify the base URL. So I guess they just were like, oh, this is annoying. I better just put it in there and whatever. Okay, well, time to make some notes on this. Something a bit more upbeat. Okay, well. I guess it's a dilemma. How if you I don't know, freelancing or working on a lot of POCs the whole time for different companies, how do you get the title? Because me, I've been at this place for years now, so I've leveled up throughout the years. They're like, congratulations, this is your new role. But if you're doing your own thing, you can pretty much call yourself whatever you want. I mean, presumably companies would check on, you know, would check your references and stuff. They wouldn't just see, oh, you're a senior hired. I would hope. Some Kotlin here, I hope so. I know it's really late for you, so... Was it really late? 7:30 for me, so 8:30, 9:00, 10:00, so it's what, about 11 for you, probably? I mean, maybe you need some sleep. Okay, the design... I mean, yeah, it uses the theme, I guess. I didn't even test different locations. That's how distracted I've been. If I change to Joburg, will it actually... I mean, it should. I didn't see any hard-coded stuff. Okay, cool, it does work. But wait, that network manager... It was still calling OpenAPI, right? I mean... Yes, it is. Cracks knuckle. Yeah, sadly, I don't really make any sound like that, so it's a bit anticlimactic. But I need to articulate my thoughts now in a professional manner, so it's going to take some thinking. No, it is functional. Exactly. It shows you the weather and the forecast. Where is it raining that I can see if it sets a raining background? And this closed dialogue is annoying me now. Just let me leave. I want to just do a test. Okay, yeah, that is the right one. So if I ignore what they sent in and just default it to rain, I mean, that's not a great test, but okay, cool, it does work. What? What? I didn't notice that on the other one. Are you serious? Oh, okay, no, never mind. It's because of they're doing two different... So they're checking conditions, and then for the... I don't know what that's even called. So they're basically using this thing for two different cases. Okay, never mind. That's my bad. It's raining there. Can try it, I guess. Ah, nice. No? Did I rerun it? I can't remember. After I took out my hex. It's clouds, bruh. I think the floods are imaginary. No, kidding. Let me just manually look it up and see what it says on the Open Weather Map site. Heavy intensity rain. Sorry? No, man, they're not getting the weather correctly, I think. Sorry, oops. The light theme is a bit rough, but so you see, obviously it says, I'll just reload it, but wait for the overlay to go away. There we go. So heavy intensity rain. So what? Sorry. Maybe they're not reading it from the response properly. Because I mean, the location is there, yes. Because it says the current temperature is 24 on the website. Yeah, and it says the next 5 days are moderate rain. So it should be showing rain here, man. I need to spend more time to debug that and just make sure, but I need to get on to the next one. Okay, favorites is not implemented. They were dreaming of it, but never got there. Oh, offline mode. I don't remember seeing caching. Probably won't work. And it just says unable to fetch data. Okay. Wait, what was I looking for? Oh, right, the tests, there were none. Example tests. Been raining for a week. Jeebus, man. Stay safe. Are they like literal floods? I think I remember seeing something about that. But yeah, stay safe if there are. That sucks. Tough times. Let me just see if I change it to a different area, will the numbers at least update? So it's saying 15.6 over there. If I change it to UK, ooh. It might be doing the annoying thing. I'll just relaunch the emulator. Cold boot. Felt like stones. Ooh. Yikes. Yeah, hopefully it gets a bit better. I mean, from the forecast, I closed it now, but yeah, still rain for the next few days. Okay, let's see if it there's different numbers for the UK. I'm not convinced. I'm spending way too much time on this, but I need to know. I need answers. Breakpoint. Okay, let's try if I change it to the US now. What? Is it? Oh, you see, it's the wrong. It's getting the wrong coordinates from somewhere. It's still showing like UK area. Now buffering. Sorry. Very annoying. I haven't had this issue before. I don't know if it's a problem with the Google services, man. Because in Google Maps it's showing US now, right? Yeah, Mountain View. But then it still reads the coordinates for 51 is London. And all they're doing is get last location, which, I mean, from what I've seen, that's fine. Let me just move it there till we set it, so I can just make sure that it is being set correctly. Yeah, I do need to use one that I know is working. I'm gonna lose my mind otherwise. Otherwise, I don't know if this last location thing caches internally. Stuff. Because you can't pass in any other parameters. It's still something's messed up with Google, I think. The last location is just not working. Okay, Johannesburg now. Okay, well, I think this is definitely on Google. I mean, because I'm printing out whenever it is getting the latest location, so can't be the app. Frick, man. I don't. Can you configure this at all? Not really. Just give it a context. I'm sure it's been fine though when I've tested previously. Maybe there's just some service issues at the moment. But I remember when I would... You open maps first, right? Because that's what the last location is. It fetches your last known location. It doesn't get your current location. So once you switch to another area, you have to open maps quickly so that it can fetch your location, and then you switch to the app and it works fine. But I don't know now what's going on. Is there anything for course location? I think for last location you can't really configure anything, like there's no parameters. I think it was for the fused location, the current location. Is that the one that I used in my app? Oh, there's a flush locations. I wonder if this will throw an error if it's not on the main thread, or if it is on the main thread rather. Yeah, I thought so. It must not be called on the main threads. Success task. Whew, man. I don't know why I'm doing this though. Okay, so it flushed, so if I launch it again, will it work? Nah. I don't know, I think I need to just call this one though. I might need to come back tomorrow if I have difficulty testing the next one even. What is this fancy music, man? Yeah, I was thinking of that, but I just relaunched the app instead. So it still fetched last location after the previous flush, so theoretically it should have worked if it was going to. But yeah, I think I'm done though with that one. So I must just... Hello, music? Okay, I don't know why it stopped. Just finished making my notes. Oof. Okay, tests were not there. Yo, okay. Okay, commented out code. How much? Surprisingly not that much. Okay, not too bad. I thought there would be more commented out code, but we cool. Architecture. How was architecture in general? I mean, stuff is kind of split up at least. Like they tried to have a network manager to sort of do the calls, which is better than doing it all directly in the fragment, I suppose. But I mean, there's no view, there's no architecture, there's no phone, stop it. Right, there's no MVVM, MV, whatever, repo layer. The main thing that gets me is doing service calls in the fragment. Like, that's one of the few things you shouldn't do if you had some architecture. Oh, thank you. Timestamp and for debugging and a reset. Okay, thanks. I'll check that. I just want to finish the notes. And I get if you need to, go to bed, that's fine. I'll just just gonna carry on here. I have a late night anyway, so I don't need to go anywhere. The music is weird. It sounds like I'm hearing typing somewhere else, but it's just music. Not well architected. Okay, what else? What other issues did I have? I guess the main one is doing service calls and fragments. Oh yeah, okay. Oh wait, what was the thing at the start? It was crashing, yeah. Crashes when pressing the back button, which is not a great experience. I mean, it closes the app, I suppose, at the end of the day, but yeah, not that great. Feels bad. Like, I don't enjoy giving people low ratings, but I need to also tell the company, tell them what it is, and not lie, and then we hire bad people. If I just hadn't put senior on their LinkedIn, I would have been a bit more happy. but that makes me a bit wary. Sorry, bruh. Tomorrow, hopefully a holiday for you. Because I guess that's cool. Having a break in midweek. Yes, and doesn't work on initial permission, thank you. Snitching. Ah, come on, insert row. Feels bad, but I mean, it is what it is. But as you guys mentioned, it works. Like if for POC purposes, or I don't know what would the word be, but just hiring someone to get the thing done once and then it's done. Low budget, hiring one, maybe two developers, getting it done so it works, but you know, it's maybe not the best code. So that's very evident. I mean, I'd be happy to bring them on if they want to learn and improve. Of course, learning is good and always welcome. Okay, but I need to submit this as well. Oh, it's marked as, it's pronounced Eid, right? On Google Calendar. Fingers crossed. Alright, so best of luck then with hopefully you get a holiday. Okay, so I have one more. Feel free to leave if you want to. But I need to actually finish it, otherwise I'll forget. Now this one has 6 years experience. sounds a bit more promising. CV. Okay, started work in 2016 as an Android dev, as an intern. Built quite a few, looks like about 5 apps he's had a hand in. Wait. Okay. No, so it seems like he's ranked up sort of from intern to senior, which is more promising than the previous one. But anything is possible. Help build a financing platform that offers millions of users a way to easily manage their daily bills. The app's main focus is to work fully offline. Okay, that sounds promising. Sounds like it's a big app that's maybe from a corporation and hopefully lots of other devs, so hopefully an architecture might be involved here, we'll see. But, no, wait, a skills matrix even, wow. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad I don't have to make the call whether we hire someone or not. I just give the feedback, and then, you know, the boss does that. So they have a skills matrix where they rate all of their skills. Everything looks pretty high. Ooh. They only rated their Kotlin a 5 out of 10. But everything else, like XML, constraint layout, 8 out of 10, Java, 9 out of 10. Mockito, 5 out of 10. But generally, he rates himself pretty highly. Espresso and Dagger, 5 out of 10. Jason is a 9 out of 10. Good to know. Gradle, 8 out of 10. Android Studio, 10 out of 10. Nice. Play Store, 10 out of 10. So he's confident. Okay, well, this better not disappoint me, otherwise I'm gonna be giga sad. Wait, what? No, man. 4 of his commit messages have the message U. Like the letter U. Not off to a good start, I'm afraid. But I'm just gonna have a quick bathroom break, and then I'll be back to go through this last one. What? What is that? Okay, that's weird. I want to just see how many folders there are, packages. Oh! It's in Java again! Oh! No, okay, but hopefully it's a bit more... I don't know, okay. Anyway, fresh mind, fresh project, so we're gonna go through it. See how it goes. Support library, material design, fast adapter. What? What is that? Whoa, what is this project? It looks insane. Jeez, looks like some kind of fancy wrapper on Recycler View. Calligraphy, custom fonts, retrofit, object box, a lightweight database for objects. Okay, RX, ugh. Glide, Lottie, Firebase. Okay, it's gonna be an interesting one. I love you, yeah. It's just you. I don't know, man. Because you have to type in a message, right, to do a commit, so... just presses a random letter or what? Or you, like Android Studio remembers your last commit message, so it just keeps on using that. Never have a number attached to my skills. I find it very hard as well to rate my skills. I mean, I'd probably just say, you know, how much experience do you have, or how comfortable are you with that specific skill? That's probably what I would use to come up with a number. I don't know. Anyway. It's a library for the same effect. Oh, okay, I see. I see. Have you used it? Is it good? They really need to... well, they should have, I guess, made that thumb thing like a built-in component. I don't know if it's part of Material Library or what. I'm sure Compose will hopefully have a way to do it. I don't know if there is at the moment. Anyway, be right back in 1 minute or so. Alright. Sorry. You... So what I don't see very often is of course the unit tests, but also CI. Right, just Oh, sorry, I'm dying a bit. Using GitHub Actions or something to just build your project shows that you know what it is and how to set it up. I mean, you don't need to like automate publishing of test reports and SonarQube test coverage and uploading to the store, you know. Just build an app and run the tests. That's already pretty good. But anywho, that's what I would hope to see from a senior, at least, not necessarily juniors and that. Cool, so I'm just loading up the third project, and yeah, we'll have a look at it soon. Otherwise I'm gonna have some extremely healthy Coke. So good, and my voice is dying even. Oh, I'm not used to talking so much during the day. Here all alone during the day at work and you don't talk that much. Okay, what is Object Box though? That looks very intriguing. Thumb is already there in Android X. Oh, okay. The fast adapter has many other extensions. Okay. I mean, I can see that being useful because RecyclerView is not fun. I mean, very good, you need to use it, but not fun to set up. Every time I have to make a list, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to. Now I have to create a RecyclerView and an adapter. Ugh. I have to create an adapter and a view holder and a layout file, and then RecyclerView in the activities layout, and then instantiate the adapter, set the items, a diffutil callback. Oh, it's so much. It's not fun. Especially after doing compose and you write a lazy column, and then it just feels so good, and now you must go back to a RecyclerView. Oh shit. With COVID and being remote. I know it sucks, it really does. I've been into the office one day since March last year. Almost, it's getting close on 2 years now of being like this. It doesn't feel like it, it's crazy. I live alone, so, you know, don't get to talk that much, and it's it's very, very isolating. But anywho, why am I looking at Java again? But it does help to go to like gym and stuff, obviously. I think I'd lose my mind without that if they shut down the gyms again. Okay, build projects. So if this location stuff gives me problems, I'm gonna have to use that debugging thing to try and see if I can reset it manually. I don't know. Yeah, it would be really nice to go into the office once or twice a week, I think. But yeah, then obviously you have traffic again. So it's kind of that trade-off. Oh, you play Valorant. Nice. Stream when? Balls champ. Yeah, exactly. Like gaming and stuff with friends, it helps a lot. Chatting and catching up. What? I pressed run. Hello? Can you not run the app? What? The run button is just grayed out. Oh, no, there we go. That was weird. Yeah, I'm a Dota player, as you know. Which, I mean, that's another mission on its own, but at least it's something to get together with friends and play and suffer through and get raged at. Last night I was so upset. Whoa, this is super fancy. What is going on? Why is there a menu at the bottom? And they have a bottom sheet. Oh, sheet. It says my temperature is 4 degrees, which I doubt that a little bit. Crap top. Yeah, I'm impressed that you managed to play Valorant on it, actually. Although Gradle and Android Studio is probably more intense than that. Just looking up the weather on... Oh, you see, it's 17, man. That's not 4. Where do you get 4 from? It's spring now. Oh! Oh, wait, it says... What? 4 degrees. That is fake news, man. The website says 4 degrees as well. Feels like 2 degrees. Okay, that feels a bit sus, actually. Weeps. And you and your Genshin, man. Genshin Impact. Okay, anyway, sorry, getting distracted again. But this one looks pretty colorful, is a word I would use. Oh, shit, his name is in there. Okay, I need to remove that from the About page. This is cool. I mean, like showing butter knife. No, man. I hope that is fake news. But here's an about page showing the libraries being used with the licenses and stuff. Dark mode even. Appreciate that. Oh, but the menu bar items... Oh. Oh, that's freaking cool, man. The menu bar items don't work with dark mode. So sad. Still no tests though, really? Wow, okay, there's actually quite a lot of shit. Ah, I'm gonna be so late today. Dominique, sorry, I'm gonna show it now. I was just getting it ready. Sorry about that. Genshin, I mean, whatever you enjoy. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I mean, it's not what I've seen often. Where you have these colorful things going on. That's interesting. And what I saw as well, there's like these toolbar items, right? You can view info, tells you what country it's in, favorite. Ooh. Okay, pretend you didn't see that. But you can also click on the actual temperature itself and you get this neat little animation, which I found that really cute. I'm assuming that's all done with Lottie. That's quite powerful. Okay, go away, please. And then you have the... Oh, even for the forecast you can do that. Wow. Okay. Favorites. But then you have this little menu at the bottom for dark mode. But then it kind of messes up the toolbar items, so I'll just leave it off. And then application info for, you know, the libraries that have been used, developer's name. But it looks pretty interesting, pretty standing out from the other ones that I've seen. I just don't know why you can't favorite it. Why is there a radar? Okay, so that's unfortunate, I guess, if you can't favorite. Yeah, so I'm gonna look at the code now. So basically, you have to they have to just build a simple little weather app, which shows you the current temperature at the top, and then the forecast for the next 5 days underneath. That's the minimum requirement. So they've added quite a lot of fanciness on top of it. Anywho, let's look at the service layer. Documented even? Holy cow. Okay. Why are there so many services though? So current weather, that's right, that's to get the weather for now, and the forecast, and then the daily. Why are they separate? 5 days. Sorry, I'm jumping around a bit. I'm just trying to see what's happening here. Okay, I don't know why there's separate ones, unless I'm missing something. Missing another screen that's providing more details. That's not a bottom sheet, doesn't work. And you have the map. OpenAPI probably set min temp as current. Oh, that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, but go away. Can I search for Durban? Wow. Ugh, what are those icons? Can I add Durban now? Oh. Okay, you can only favorite a place that you have searched for, apparently. So now, if I... How do I... Can't zoom. No, man. Oh my gosh. Like, surely you should be able to... Okay. There you go. Yeah, okay, so then the favorite does show up on the map at least. Wow. It's very fancy in terms of UI, but I saw service calls being done in the fragment, so that's going to be a different story. I think it showed different numbers for the bottom sheet. Oh. Oh, look at that. Yeah, wow. Good eyes. So if I... How do I go back to Johannesburg now? Come on, bruh. What? How do you reset your location-based city? Come on. Okay, apparently it just crashes. Now it doesn't crash. What? Yeah, now it's 14, you see. So, yeah, good eyes, man. Something was very messed up there. Let me just start from scratch again. Yeah, okay. Santiago, what's up? So this developer has 6 years of Android experience. I should probably put that on screen in future, but 6 years, and they want a senior role. Huh? And now it's showing 14. I'm giga confused. It did not just rise 10 degrees outside. I mean... Eh? And now it's 18. How does it crash sometimes? What is that email address that it's trying to complete there? Interesting. I am so confused. Something is definitely a bit off here. Can't have invalid city name. I mean, maybe. Yeah, it did. When I searched Joburg only, it said that it can't find it. Yeah, thanks. I will add that in future, actually. That's a good point. Okay, anywho, I mean, I'm pretty much done with this, I think. I mean, it's so good animations, though, like the little clouds floating around there. The rain. I just don't know where that 4 degrees came from. Maybe it was the API that was a bit flimsy. I still have it open on my browser, so it is 4 degrees if I refresh. Now it's gone up to 14. Okay. Okay, so that was the Open API being a bit weird there. Open API? Open weather map, sorry. Being a bit weird, returning strange temperatures. But seems pretty good. Okay. Sorry, back to the code. So the service... standard retrofit stuff. Documented, which I've not seen ever, I think. Yeah, API is a bit off. Current weather... So from there, but you see now, this is where it gets hard because like the UI is so good. I'm just unsure about these little colored divider things. Other than that, it looks really good and the animations are so awesome. It just adds that nice little touch to the app that makes it feel quality. Again, maybe this background color should also not be purple. It's a bit strange, but I mean, it's done really well. But when you look at the code, and then you see service calls in the fragment, it's your hopes drop a little bit. And Java code even. Provide with UI, yeah, so I can show you quick. Let me just find the files, but we give them a little write-up on the requirements. Where has it gone? We essentially give them all the UI assets that they need. Why doesn't that work? What's... Oh, it does. There we go. Ah, thanks, man. I forgot about that. It doesn't have the assets on that link though, like the backgrounds and stuff, but it has all the requirements. So that's essentially what we give the candidates. So they don't need to come up with any images and stuff themselves, unless they want to, but we provide them with the minimum. Okay, so the models, getters and setters. Ugh. What? JSON member 3H. I guess because you can't start a variable with 3, so it just appends some random stuff. Okay, so, I mean, these are all just DTOs, I think. Nothing fun there to look at. Yeah. But now we have a DB one as well, so I'm guessing this is it room? No, object box. Wait, I looked up that repo. Where is it? It has 3,900 stars. So it seems pretty popular. I've never heard of it before. Okay, next song please. Object Box is a super fast, object-oriented database with strong relation support. Well, I'd have to apply a Gradle plugin even. Sounds like Room vibes, I guess. Oh, sorry, I forgot to switch back. I'm such an idiot. So there was nothing interesting though until I opened this one in the DB package of models. So I saw entity, I thought it was room for a bit, but then I forgot they have object box, which is this thing. Wow. This looks like a pretty loud song. Pretty involved and deep library. Impressive. Annotation processor to generate code. Right. Oh, it's a Gradle plugin, so I guess it does that for you. Oh, why would someone use another library? I'm not sure. If anyone knows Object Box, if you've used it before, maybe you can provide info on that. Sadly, I've not heard of it myself, so I don't know what the pros and cons are against Room. Wait. Oh, no. This seems a bit dodged because you have this database model, but now it extends this abstract item thing, which is for recycler view. Right, it's for your fast adapter. That seems a bit dodge. I guess ideally you should have a separate model that you pass to the recycler view, which just has the properties you want to display. Yeah, it does. ObjectBox seems like a pretty well done library, well maintained, popular, lots of stars. Java, Kotlin, Oryx, Java integrations. Interesting. Maybe it's been going since before Room's time. I don't know. Okay, but then pretty standard, I guess, database models, which are also recycler view things. And city info is just floating around. Okay, but that's fine. We saw service. We have a lot of utils. Wait, why do we have 4 activities? Oh, a base activity. Oh. Okay, I probably should have looked at the application class earlier. Locale manager. Huh? Why do you need a locale manager? I didn't see anything to change language. But even so, I mean, you should just take the system's language. You shouldn't have to do any locale stuff manually, I think. Very interesting. Oh, live data. Even and paging even, okay. No flow. That's surprising since they did have that Kotlin one. Maybe it's in the works. I mean, yeah, that's what Room is awesome for, is being able to get an observable thing back from the database. And then you don't have to worry about updating the UI manually. Okay, so locale manager is interesting. What? Okay, I'm guessing they wanted to have an option to change language, because they are like getting it from the preferences, but then there's nothing that actually updates the preferences with the new language. So I think they wanted that option, or they like reused this from a previous app but never got around to properly doing stuff with it. Oh, to hot swap. Oh, okay. I mean, how... It seems like super niche situation. Most of the time you would probably want to just use the system's current language. Like, why would you have one app on French and the rest on English? That doesn't make sense. What the frick is a view pump? What? Oh, this uses Kotlin though, which is interesting. A Java-only project using a Kotlin thing. What? That is fascinating. Oh. What? That's crazy. Oh, it allows you to like intercept when a view is inflated. What? So much magic. I know, I need to figure out what these activities are used for. What is hourly activity? I don't know if I found that one. Oh wait, was that the... Probably better to put a breakpoint, but... Okay, this is apparently the hourly activity. Is it full screen, but like transparent? Very strange. Okay, we'll get to utils later. Sorry, I want to just go through... View pump has thrown me off completely. Main activity, holy Kotlin. My energy is running out. Sorry, I'm seeing regional apps do this. Okay, yes. To be fair, I've not really worked on a multi-language project ever, so I don't know. I don't really know how it should be done, but it was my understanding you just put strings files in a different folder and then it automatically works. But I guess then you don't really hot swap. They use view binding. Was there view binding? Oh, look at that. View binding. Butter knife. Yeah, I think they just mention it in the README, but they don't actually use it, luckily. And it's in the ProGod file, but... Okay, yeah, there's no actual butter knife, though. Calligraphy. I don't know why you need to hot swap fonts, though. Because... You can just use a font. Can't you set a font for your whole app in the styles? So I'm not sure why you need to use this calligraphy thing. It's very interesting. And then they also recently, whoa, that was a weird sentence. They also recently added support for downloadable fonts, right? So you don't need to bundle the font in your app. By they, I mean Android X library. So you can just say, hey, I want to please download this font, and then the system will do it, and then it will use that font when it's downloaded. I don't see the point of using that library. Oh, wait, what is a box? That's the object box, of course. Is load. There is so much going on. Okay, don't have static fields that store data. It should be done in a view model. And I don't know why you need RX stuff if everything happens in this one file. Oh my word. And then here, storing all of this stuff from the database. Again, should be in a repo layer even. Right, your view model should ask the repo to get data. If you have a setting to change the font. Okay, I suppose. But I didn't see one here. I didn't see it. Search view. Oh my word, man. Okay, I don't have time to go through everything, so I'm gonna try and skim a bit. But just shout at me if you see something super not great. Snack bar util. I mean, you can clearly see this has been copied from a previous project or something. All this unused stuff. Or from some library maybe, I don't know. Like, there's no way you go and implement set bottom margin just for funsies. Message color, like, you'd only implement it if you need it. Ooh. I see it often. Code has been reused. I've often seen a weather app with code that refers to movie objects and things. Like a movie adapter instead of a weather adapter. Oh my goodness. I mean, you're gonna need a lot of code for all this animation, I suppose. For all the fanciness, you're gonna have to write some code. Again, they don't even like to make it a lambda. I don't know why. Oh, you see, fast adapter created in 2015. So it's like a super old thing. I think that was before Recycler-View even. Probably. Whew. Of course we have a DB util as well. Okay, so I guess they're using the RX support of ObjectBox. Yeah, subscribing and stuff. Why does my phone go crazy only when I stream? Rest of the day it's quiet. App util is time pass. Prefsir. To do fix this. If the Google Maps API key expires, just wait for the next update. What is happening? Mapping. My eyes are getting tired. Favorite weather? My favorite weather is sunshine. Yeah, docs for unused stuff. Oh, maybe in future one day when we make this into a commercial thing, we can use the school function. Oh, I saw that. The fake string formatting. Yeah, here. I mean, I don't really mind it here since there's no other text. But I guess in different locales you might format it differently. I don't know. City name, comma, country. Do something else. Okay, all this mapping stuff. Oh, nice. Okay, they at least have the request current location if the last known location is null. That's good, at least. Request weather now. Dude, my brain is running out of everything. But it's a good question you raise if it works offline. I'll be very sad if it doesn't. Okay, cool. Excellent. Okay, cool, it doesn't blow up. What is in the fragments if that's just the main activity? 790 lines. Easy permissions, but not really. Yes, like you want to make life a bit harder. Okay, freak. Yeah, the base activity didn't really have much, it's just all this hackery for locale managing and doing whatever. The hourly activity was the one that pops up when you click on temperature, like that. This thing. Set variables. What? Oh, okay, there it is. What's this from? That's fancy. Elastic drag, dismiss frame layout. Oh. Whew. So I think it is indeed a full screen activity, right? Because you can drag down. Interesting, I didn't know. Oh, there's a custom frame layout. Oh, was this borrowed from the Plaid app? Like the Google Plaid? P-L-A-I-D? However you say that. Bruh, there's so much stuff. I can't. So much time and effort into animations and making it look tasty, but I mean, it's not tasty to work on. It's not tasty to maintain. Man. Okay, this getting the typeface every time, but it's not used here. I was gonna say, I thought the view pump thing was supposed to get rid of this, but maybe it did since they don't use the variable. Jeepers. Oh my soul. Okay, 560, that's not as bad. Why? For a map fragment, are you serious? Surely you just have to specify the pin locations? Oh, come on. Alright, I can't add that because I didn't search for you. But like, what? Why is this screen so complicated? I don't get it. Oh wait, they're doing permissions here again. I guess that explains it. Okay, let's scroll up again, sorry. But like, holy shit. But they use the support map fragment. Okay, that is the original and not a copy. Oh, there you go, you can. Oh, wow. That is really cool. I didn't know you can style the maps just with a JSON file. Okay. I'll allow it. That's cool. $15K? You mean in the whole project or what? So then animate the camera to your current location, initialize the map with all the options. Jeez, customizing every possible option. Check location, permission again, because why not? This number in extremely low and should be used only for debug. Glad it's left there. I mean, I feel like I'm just reviewing parts of another app, like not what's actually just been written for the assessment. I saw this deprecated stuff. I don't know, don't question it. So this is the about fragment, which, I mean, I guess is just this thing. Luckily this one is fairly straightforward. Wait, what? Why do you need a custom? I'm very confused why they have this custom like dialogue styling, but then no dialogues open up on this fragment. I don't know. Right, I mean the dialogue is not the fragment itself, it has its own... Yeah, it has its own layout. Whew. And this is someone with 6 years experience. City info, so this was just the two-liner. If you click on I here, showing city and country. Favorites. Oh, this one here. So it just shows a list basically. What? No, I don't want to click on that. Oh, it is dialogue fragment. I don't know what's going on. What? What is this library now? I thought he just named this variable weirdly, but it's actually a thing. Prefser. Oh no. They want to serialize objects and no, man. You're not supposed to do that with shared preferences. Okay, I'm just gonna not. Ah, more permission stuff? Wow. Yo, my brain is melting. Oh, there's still so many utils. Holy nice. Storing month names and day names as constants. Date converter is fully unused. Oh my word. Iranian calendar. I literally think they just copied in like the reusable stuff from other projects. Because holy shit. We saw the locale manager, we saw the application. Shared preferences util. Now why do you have this and the other weird prefser as well? Oh, is it? I just assumed they were using the bottom sheet thing. Okay, my bad. Oh, is it? Prefser. Oh, I see. But no, don't do that. You're supposed to store settings in shared preferences, not objects. Like, dark mode, yes or no, you know, that kind of thing. It's not a cache. And this fancy snack bar shit. Text view factory. What? A view switcher. Oh, okay. Makes sense. I mean, don't they have Lottie? Why do they need this? It is this project, right? Or am I confused? Yeah, it is this one. Oh, my soul. Yo, I don't know. Is he the Matrix? Of all the features that are not there. I don't know, man. Oh wait, does this just not do anything? It just spins forever. I mean, it looks so good, but it's so bad behind the scenes. I mean, I know you're gonna have lots of code for all this animations and things. That's fine, but make a repo layer, man. Make a view model. Make an activity that's not 800 lines. Don't duplicate permissions everywhere. Do it once on startup, and if they decline, then that's it. You don't need to check every time you start a new screen. Since the app is focused so heavily on location. Other apps, fair enough, you might say, okay, you can continue if you deny permission. But this one, not really, because you need it. Well, these have been interesting reviews. I can't believe we've been going almost 4 hours. That's blowing my mind. Yeah, I was saying, oh, go through these quickly. The first one was good, but these two have just destroyed my brain. I've had to spend time trying to see what's going on. Frick, man. Okay. But anyway, I think I'll call it for today. I need to... It's 9 PM, I need to go make dinner. And then write up my thoughts for this last one. And then carry on working in just over an hour. Yay, until 4 AM. I've seen some stuff today. I've learned some stuff. I've definitely seen some things today. Use one library. Yes, exactly. If you're gonna make service calls, use one thing. It doesn't matter if you're not using the most popular thing out there. Maybe you don't want to use retrofit, whatever, but just do the same thing. Do it Do it consistently. And if you want to use an object box, that's fine, but you know, have a repo layer that takes care of interacting with it for you. I don't know. It seems like, yeah, obviously a lot of it has been reused from other projects, but from old projects, I think, that use these libraries that to do stuff that didn't exist back then. And now it's just carried throughout the ages, carrying on with these interesting libraries and patterns. Sure. But anyway, it has been very enlightening. Anyway, Cybershark, you are a beast. I don't know how you survived this long. Especially since it's so much later for you over there, but thank you so much. Appreciate it. Nice to have someone to talk to, so I'm not talking to myself. But even if there was no one, I would still carry on, because it's fun. It's fun doing these and helping the company and melting my brain. Oh. Anywho, I'm gonna go get some dinner and then finish up for the day. So thanks for sticking around, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I don't know. I mean, it was fun. But we'll see you in the next one. And I might even stop by if you stream Genshin. Even though I am not a weeb. Keen to see you if you stream some more. Anyway, cool. Thanks for stopping by and enjoy. We'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.